Good evening and happy Thursday, everybody. It is April 13th, 2023, and I'm going to do my quick market review here. And I'm going to start at the top, really. It's going to be the candlestick charts this time first. And this is the S&P 500 E-mini futures contract, and you can see we had a big bullish candle today. That sort of is follow through for what we were talking about with the bullish percent charts yesterday. And then tomorrow you can see it's the same thing. It closed way up here, and if you think about psychology in the markets, that means it almost closed at the top of the bar. Opening tomorrow around that same price kind of makes sense. If it pulls back, I wouldn't expect much of a pullback, and the true Momo indicator actually looks pretty top heavy, but so what until we get like either red bars coming in, red action coming in, or an actual sell signal like we did back here. So, and then we'll follow that with the point and figure bullish percent indexes as well, and all that when it comes into confluence is when we're going to get out of long positions that make sense, especially the ones that are based on the S&P 500, which is like SPXL, which I think I have down here. Yeah, there. And, you can either stand aside or you can try to get short with, I think it's SPXU, which is the short index product. So, or you can play individual stocks to the downside, but I think they're harder than the indexes. That's just me. All right, so that's the S&P E-minis, and if we look at the S&P by itself without the overnight price action, that is even more bullish looking to me. It's you don't have as much overlap in the bars. It's a little bit cleaner, and that's a big up candle today. And I wanted to go ahead and show this because it's also the ES, because that's just what I look at it with, but same bars. This is the McClellan oscillators, and we've pulled back up again. So last time we had something like this, and we had follow through, I'll call it like back here, and then the McClellan oscillators actually went down, but they didn't go too far down, and then they pulled back up again, and that's when you got the new high up right there, which is a little different than just, hey, this time when we got the high right there, everything just went down to oversold, if you will. It's not exactly what that is, but like overextended to the downside before it could go back up again. So what we have over here looks an awful lot like this kind of mess back here to me. So we're going to get chop up in the upper zone before we get an over bought deal where we kind of go way overbought to way oversold, and that should line up with the point and figure charts, the bullish percent indexes. So put all that out there, and then we'll just follow it day to day, and that's where we go. So far April's playing out to the upside, even though it's mostly sideways, and then May is also playing out. I mean, we'll see how it comes, but that is what we're expecting for the next couple months. So that's the S&P. I'm going to throw up the Dow Jones Industrials. So they're up nice and big, 1.14% today. Nothing out of the ordinary is there. It's a nice big candle, and we got bullish follow through from with the spoon or whatever you want to call that chart pattern right there. Dish. It's a really small one. J pattern, I've also heard it called. So the Russell, we'll throw up the futures just to take a look real quick. The Russell, again, is small caps, and if they're taking off to the higher side, then the big money is starting to participate. And I think they're still lagging here. And they're throwing my software into a conniption. they're still lagging, but still bullish today. So, and then the Nasdaq itself. I wonder if this one will go faster because I'm going to use the Nasdaq instead of the futures. So yeah, all right, we're getting that build up over on the right hand side here, and we're starting to get. I mean, those are target dots to the upside. We got target dots on the weekly as well. This is the type of thing where, I mean, this back and forth will drive people crazy. Some of them are probably getting short, and then they're getting their face ripped off when it takes off to the upside like this. So, all right, that's that. Oil. I'm gonna look at the USO contract today. It's doing a little bit of a pullback action, but it is in an uptrend. It's a clear uptrend. Bonds. And this looks an awful lot like a condensed version of what the indexes look like, or at least the Nasdaq, where we're getting the consolidation, possibly a little bit of buildup. This looks like an inverted head and shoulders pattern to me. And the target is quite, it's a lot higher than this. So, I'm not going to draw it on here, but if the low is this 98-ish, 98.88, then, we could get up to, I'm going to say 128, just by looking at it. Even if we got up to 117, that's a heck of a move in the short run. So, we'll see what happens. That's good enough for the indexes. Let's flip over to stockcharts.com. Type in bull for bullish percent indexes. And here's the NYA, up by 1.78% today. So a little bit more than what it was yesterday, as far as just more on. Yesterday was pretty bullish for that. The transports, I doubt they did much. The Nasdaq itself, 1.36 up. It still needs to get to 42, and it's only at 38.44. Long way to go, really. The SPX, I'm guessing, tacked on a little bit today, plus 2.39%. The NDX, which is the NASDAQ 100, tacked on some more today. We could possibly get a buy signal, point and figure buy signal here in the next few days. If you're a bull, that's what you want. And the OEX, the S&P 100, up by a little bit today. So it's just more of the same. And I'm actually, at this point, I'm going to look for, if the NASDAQ actually comes up to a new column of X's, it's probably going to be a time we're going to get a pretty stiff pullback. We got a stiff pullback yesterday. So, and really, if you follow your systems, today brought back most of what yesterday kind of took away. So, just got to keep following the systems and know that the math is behind you. And then finally, our automatic trading systems, which I've switched up the order of them a little bit, and it's just to keep things fresh. This is the Dow. It's still, we're fighting this downtrend right now, which is aggravating. In the long term, this is the 6-month chart, which is about as long term as we look normally. I'll take it out to a 12-month chart, but this thing moves more volatilely than the regular market does for most people. Most people are looking at a daily chart. This thing moves all day long, and it'll take up to, I don't know, a dozen or 15 trades a day on a really busy day. So it does it automatically. You don't have to really police it, except to make sure that it's working like it should, doesn't jump off the track. So no big shakes here. It's just been going sideways for what seems like forever. Um, this is the Russell. We had a giant down move lately, and now it's pulled that back up again. So that's good. I feel a little bit better. So, and then this is it on a 6-month basis. And other than this is a giant pullback, everything's working just fine. So we'll look at this on the weekend. I'll drag it out to a bigger time frame, and we'll look at some individual trades as well. And then here's the NASDAQ, which it's still my favorite, and we've been pulling back up lately. Today, I don't know if I actually looked at the individual trades. It's probably all of these. So all those. So really just pretty sideways. And on the 6-month chart, it looks just fine. And still my favorite. So I'm going to leave you with that. Hopefully everybody has a great Friday tomorrow. We will catch you guys over the weekend. Take care, good trading, and good night.